I'm giving the beach house to your sister. My mother's voice was matter-of-fact, final. What? But Grandma left it to both of us. Your grandmother left it to me, and I'm deciding who gets it. Jessica gets the house. You get nothing. Mom, that's not fair. We both grew up going to that house. We both have memories there. Jessica is married, has a family. She needs it. You're still single, still focused on your career. You don't need a beach house. That's not your decision to make. It's already done. I changed the deed this morning. The house is Jessica's now, legally. You have no claim to it. That was March 2020. My mother gave my sister our grandmother's beach house, cut me out completely, changed the deed without my knowledge or consent. I hired a lawyer. He said the transfer was legal. Mom owned the house. She could give it to whoever she wanted. I walked away. 4 years of silence. No holidays, no family gatherings, nothing. Last week, Jessica showed up at my office, mascara running, hands shaking, holding a thick legal document. Jordan, I need your help. I tried to refinance the beach house. The title company did a search. They found something. Mom didn't just give me the house. She forged documents, multiple documents, including Grandma's original will and your signature on a quitclaim deed. What that title search uncovered destroyed everything I thought I knew. And what I learned about the beach house, my grandmother's death, and my mother's decades-long fraud, I never saw it coming. If you've ever been cheated out of an inheritance by family, stay with me until the end. Your support means everything to me. Hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comments. Has anyone ever stolen something that was rightfully yours? Let's talk about it. Now back to my story. Let me take you back. March 2020. My name is Jordan Mitchell. I was 32 years old, living in Charleston, South Carolina, working as an architect for a prestigious firm, making $95,000 a year, single but dating someone seriously. My older sister Jessica was 35, married to her husband Kyle. They had 2 kids, ages 5 and 3, living in Myrtle Beach. Jessica was a stay-at-home mom. Kyle worked in sales. Our grandmother, Helen Mitchell, had owned a beach house in Folly Beach since the 1970s. It was our childhood paradise. Every summer, every holiday. The house was full of memories, sand dollars we'd collected, heights marked on the doorframe, photos covering the walls. Grandma died in December 2019, peacefully in her sleep. She was 84. At the funeral, my mother pulled me and Jessica aside. Your grandmother left the beach house to me in her will. I'll decide what to do with it. I remembered Grandma telling me years ago, this house will be yours and Jessica's someday. Promise me you'll keep it in the family. But I didn't have a copy of her will. I trusted my mother to honor Grandma's wishes. 3 months later, Mom called me. Come to the house. We need to talk about the beach house. I met her at her place in Mount Pleasant. Jessica was already there, sitting on the couch, looking nervous. I've made a decision about Grandma's beach house, Mom said. No preamble, no warmth. Okay, I said, sitting down. What's the plan? I'm giving it to Jessica. The room went silent. What? The house is going to Jessica. She needs it more than you do. Mom, Grandma wanted both of us to have it. She told me. Grandma left the house to me, not to you, not to Jessica, to me. And I'm deciding Jessica gets it. But that's not fair. Life isn't fair, Jordan. Jessica has a family, 2 children, a husband who doesn't make much money. They need the beach house. They can use it. Maybe even rent it out for income. I have memories there too. I love that house. You're 32 and single. You work 60 hours a week. When would you even use it? You don't need it. Jessica does. I looked at Jessica. Did you know about this? She wouldn't meet my eyes. Mom approached me last week, said she wanted to give me the house. I told her we should split it, but she insisted. So you're just taking it? Taking the whole house? Jordan, I have kids. You don't. We need this. You need it, or you want it, Mom intervened. This discussion is over. I've already changed the deed. The house is Jessica's, legally. There's nothing you can do about it. You already changed the deed? Without telling me? I don't need your permission. The house was mine to give away. What about Grandma's will? Can I see it? Mom's face hardened. The will is private, between me and the estate attorney. You don't need to see it. If Grandma left the house to you, fine, but I want to see the will. I want to verify. You don't trust me? I want to see the will. No, you're not entitled to it. The estate is settled. The house is Jessica's. End of discussion. I stood up. This is wrong. Grandma wanted both of us to have that house. She told me, Grandma was old. She said a lot of things. What matters is what's in writing. And in writing, I inherited everything. And I'm giving the beach house to Jessica. Then I want my share. If you're giving Jessica a $400,000 house, I want an equivalent inheritance. You're not getting anything. Jessica gets the house. You get nothing. That's my decision. I looked at Jessica. You're okay with this? She looked down. Mom says this is what's fair. Fair? How is this fair? Mom stepped closer to me. You've always been independent, career-focused. You don't need help. Jessica does. This is me helping the daughter who needs it. By punishing the daughter who doesn't? You're not being punished. You're just not being given something you don't need. I grabbed my purse. I'm calling Grandma's estate attorney. I want to see the will. Go ahead. He'll tell you the same thing I'm telling you. The house was mine. Now it's Jessica's. You have no claim. I hired a lawyer the next day. Explained the situation. He requested a copy of Grandma's will from the estate attorney. The estate attorney sent it over. I read it with my lawyer, and there it was, in black and white. I, Helen Mitchell, being of sound mind, leave my beach house located at 1247 Ocean Drive, Folly Beach, SC, to my daughter Patricia Mitchell. I leave my savings and investments to be divided equally between my two granddaughters, Jordan and Jessica Mitchell. I stared at it. She left the house to Mom, not to us. My lawyer nodded. Your grandmother's will is clear. The house went to your mother. Your mother then had the legal right to transfer it to Jessica. But Grandma told me she wanted both of us to have it. What she said and what she wrote in her will are two different things. Unfortunately, the written will is what matters. Can I contest it? On what grounds? The will was properly executed, witnessed, notarized. There's no evidence of fraud or undue influence. So I have no case? Not based on the will. If your mother legally owned the house and transferred it to Jessica, there's nothing you can do. Unless... He paused. Unless what? Unless there's something irregular about the transfer itself. But you'd need evidence of that. Forged signatures, fraudulent documents, something that proves the transfer wasn't legitimate. I didn't have any evidence, just a sinking feeling that something wasn't right. I paid my lawyer, thanked him, walked away from the beach house, and from my family. I blocked my mother's number, unfriended Jessica on social media, stopped going to family events, cut them off completely. Jessica tried to reach out a few times, texts like, Jordan, I'm sorry you're upset, but this is what Mom wanted. Can't we still be sisters? I didn't respond. My mother sent emails. You're being childish. Jessica needed the house. Stop punishing your sister for my decision. I deleted them. 4 years passed. I threw myself into work, got promoted to senior architect, then associate principal. My salary hit $135,000. I bought my own place, a condo in downtown Charleston. Not a beach house, but mine. I got engaged to my boyfriend, Marcus. He was a civil engineer, practical, supportive. He knew about the beach house situation. Family can be complicated, he said. You did what you had to do. We were planning a small wedding. His family, my friends, no one from my side. I made peace with losing the beach house, with losing my sister, with my mother's favoritism. It still hurt. But I moved on. Then, last Tuesday, my assistant buzzed me. Jordan, there's someone here to see you. Says she's your sister, Jessica Mitchell. My heart stopped. Tell her I'm in a meeting. She says it's urgent, about the beach house, something about fraud. Fraud? Send her in. Jessica walked into my office looking like she hadn't slept in days, hair pulled back messily, no makeup, eyes red and swollen. Jordan, thank you for seeing me. I stayed behind my desk, professional, cold. You have 5 minutes. Kyle lost his job 6 months ago. We've been living off savings. It's running out. I decided to refinance the beach house, get some cash out, cover expenses until Kyle finds something. Why are you telling me this? Because when the title company did their search, they found problems. Big problems. With the deed, with the transfer, with everything. She pulled out a thick stack of papers, set them on my desk. This is the preliminary title report. Read page 12. I flipped to page 12, scanned the text, legal jargon. Then I saw it. Title defect alert. Grantor's signature on quitclaim deed dated March 15, 2020 does not match signature on file with county recorder. Possible forgery. Additional documents in chain of title show irregularities including 1. Conflicting probate records, 2. Unsigned witness affidavits, 3. Altered date stamps. I looked up at Jessica. What does this mean? It means Mom forged documents. The title company found inconsistencies in how she transferred the house to me. They're refusing to refinance until it's cleared up. What kind of inconsistencies? Keep reading. Page 15. Page 15 listed specific problems. Issue 1. Quitclaim deed shows Jordan Mitchell signed away her rights to the property on March 10, 2020. However, signature does not match Jordan Mitchell's signature on file with the DMV or other official documents. Likely forgery. Issue 2. Probate records show conflicting information about Helen Mitchell's will. Court documents show will was filed February 2020. However, will itself is dated January 2020, 1 month after Helen Mitchell's death. Issue 3. Deed transfer from Patricia Mitchell to Jessica Mitchell shows notary stamp from a notary whose license was suspended in 2018. I felt my blood run cold. Mom forged my signature? Backdated Grandma's will? Used a fake notary? Jessica nodded, tears streaming. I didn't know. I swear. Mom handled everything. Said it was all legal. I trusted her. She forged my signature saying I gave up my rights to the house? Yes. I saw the document. It's dated March 10, 2020. Says you signed a quitclaim deed releasing any claim to the beach house, but the title company's handwriting expert says it's not your signature. And Grandma's will? That's worse. I contacted Grandma's estate attorney, asked for clarification. He said Grandma's original will was filed in 2015. It left the beach house to be divided equally between you and me when Mom died. Not to Mom directly. Mom was just supposed to hold it in trust. The room spun. So Grandma did want both of us to have it? Yes. But Mom had a second will created after Grandma died. Dated it January 2020. Made it look like Grandma changed her mind right before she died. But Grandma died in December 2019. She couldn't have signed a will in January. Mom created a fake will? Yes. And used it to claim the house was entirely hers. Then forged your signature to make it look like you'd voluntarily given up your claim. Then transferred the house to me using a fake notary. I picked up my phone. I'm calling my lawyer, right now. Jessica grabbed my hand. Wait, there's more. The title company dug deeper. They found other properties, other deeds. Jordan, Mom's been doing this for years. Doing what? Forging documents, transferring properties. Grandma's beach house isn't the only thing. There's a rental property in Columbia, an investment condo in Hilton Head, maybe more. Who did those properties belong to? Grandma, Dad, even Great Aunt Ruth, who died in 2018. Every time someone in the family died, Mom handled the estate, and every time she ended up with more property than the will actually left her. She's been committing estate fraud for years? That's what it looks like. The title company notified the authorities. There's going to be an investigation, criminal investigation. I sat down, processed. My mother wasn't just unfair. She was a criminal. Does Mom know about this? Not yet. The title company just sent me the report yesterday. I came straight here. Jordan, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I thought Mom was just being unfair by giving me the house. I didn't know she was breaking the law. You still took it, knowing I was hurt. I know, and I'm sorry. I was thinking about my kids, about Kyle, about how we could use the rental income. I was selfish, but I didn't know it was based on fraud. What do you want from me? I want to make this right. The beach house should have been split between us from the beginning. I'm willing to sign whatever documents we need to correct this. Give you your half. It's what Grandma wanted. And what about Mom? Are you willing to report her for fraud? Jessica's face crumpled. She's our mother. She's a criminal. She stole from us, from other family members, probably from people we don't even know about. I know, but if we report her, she'll go to prison. She should go to prison. She committed multiple felonies. Jordan? No. Jessica, this isn't about protecting Mom. This is about justice, for Grandma, for Great Aunt Ruth, for anyone else she's defrauded. What if there's another way? What if we just fix our situation? Get the beach house properly divided. Let Mom face consequences for the financial fraud, but not the forgery. That's not how this works. Once the title company reports the irregularities, the state will investigate. Mom will face charges for everything: forgery, fraud, identity theft, all of it. Jessica started crying harder. I just wanted to fix the refinance. I didn't want to destroy our family. Mom destroyed our family when she forged my signature and stole my inheritance. I called my lawyer, explained everything, sent him the title report. He reviewed it and called me back within an hour. Jordan, this is serious. Your mother committed multiple felonies: forgery, fraud, possibly elder abuse if she coerced your grandmother. You need to report this immediately. What happens if I do? Criminal investigation. She'll likely be arrested, charged. If convicted, she's looking at 5 to 10 years in prison depending on the total value of what she stole. And the beach house? Once the fraud is proven, all transfers will be voided. The property will revert to the rightful owners according to the original will. You and Jessica will split it equally. What about other properties? Those will be investigated too. Any fraudulent transfers will be reversed. Assets will be distributed according to the actual wills, not the fake ones your mother created. Do it. File the report. You're sure? This will destroy your relationship with your mother. She destroyed it 4 years ago when she stole from me. That afternoon, my lawyer filed a report with the South Carolina Attorney General's office, included the title report, the forged quitclaim deed, the backdated will, all of it. 2 days later, detectives showed up at my mother's house. I wasn't there, but Jessica called me, hysterical. They arrested Mom, right in front of me and the kids, handcuffed her, took her to jail. She's being charged with forgery, fraud, identity theft, and elder abuse. Good. Good? Jordan, she's our mother. She's a criminal who stole our inheritance and forged our signatures. I'm glad she's being held accountable. How can you be so cold? How can you still defend her? Jessica, she lied to you too. Made you think the house was legitimately yours. Made you an unwitting accomplice to fraud. You could have faced charges too if you'd successfully refinanced using fraudulent documents. Silence. Then quietly, I didn't think about it that way. Mom didn't care about protecting you. She cared about protecting herself. You were just useful. More silence. What happens now? Jessica finally asked. Now we wait for the investigation to complete. They'll examine all of Mom's estate dealings, verify which documents are real and which are fake. Then we'll know the full extent of what she did. And the beach house? We'll get it back, split it properly, the way Grandma wanted. I can't believe this is happening. I can. Mom always wanted control. She just finally got caught. The investigation took 3 months. Detectives worked with estate attorneys, forensic document examiners, and handwriting experts. The final report was devastating. Helen Mitchell's beach house, original will, 2015, left property equally to Jordan and Jessica. Patricia Mitchell created fake will, backdated to January 2020, leaving property entirely to herself, forged Jordan's signature on quitclaim deed, used unlicensed notary. Investment condo in Hilton Head belonged to Patricia's Aunt Ruth, died 2018. Original will left condo to be split between Patricia and her brother. Patricia created fake codicil, giving her entire property. Brother never received his share. Rental property in Colombia. Belonged to Patricia's late husband, Jordan and Jessica's father, died 2016. Original will left property to his daughters. Patricia altered probate documents to claim property for herself. Daughters never knew it existed. Total estimated fraud: $1.2 million in stolen property and assets over 8 years. I read the report with my lawyer. Dad left us property? We never knew? Your mother handled his estate, filed documents claiming he left everything to her, but the original will, which was filed before she could alter it, shows he wanted you and Jessica to inherit most of his assets. So she's been stealing from us since Dad died? Yes, and from other family members. Your uncle never got his half of Aunt Ruth's condo. He thought she'd left everything to your mother. He didn't question it. How much are we owed? The beach house is worth approximately $450,000. Your share is $225,000. The rental property your father left is worth $180,000. Your share is $90,000. Plus, the condo situation affects your uncle, but you may be entitled to some restitution for family assets that should have benefited everyone. Total, you're looking at recovering at least $315,000 in stolen inheritance. I felt tears coming. Dad wanted to leave us something, and we never knew. Your mother made sure you didn't. The trial was set for 6 months later, but Mom's lawyer advised her to take a plea deal. She pled guilty to multiple counts of fraud and forgery, sentenced to 6 years in prison, ordered to pay full restitution. All fraudulent transfers were voided. Properties were redistributed according to original wills. Jessica and I became co-owners of the beach house, the rental property from Dad, and we each received $45,000 in cash from Mom's personal assets as partial restitution. My uncle got his share of Aunt Ruth's condo. He'd had no idea he'd been defrauded until the investigation. Jessica and I decided to keep the beach house, but we set clear boundaries. We created a legal co-ownership agreement, scheduled usage times, split expenses equally, made everything official so there could never be another dispute. The first time we went to the house together after everything was settled felt surreal. Walking through rooms where Grandma had hugged us, where Dad had taught us to fish, where Mom had pretended to care about family while stealing from us. "I'm sorry," Jessica said as we stood on the deck overlooking the ocean, "for taking the house when Mom offered it, for not questioning how wrong it was, for defending her." "I'm sorry I cut you off completely. You were manipulated too." "But you were right to be angry. I should have insisted we split it, should have demanded to see Grandma's real will. I was lazy and selfish. You trusted Mom. We both did. Not anymore." We sold the rental property, split the proceeds. Jessica used her share to pay off debt and build an emergency fund. I put mine toward my wedding and a down payment on a bigger house for Marcus and me. Mom writes letters from prison. I don't read them. Jessica does sometimes. She says Mom still doesn't take full responsibility, still claims she was protecting the family by consolidating assets. My uncle stopped speaking to her entirely, says she stole his sister's final gift to him. I don't feel guilty about reporting her. I feel relieved. The truth came out. Justice was served, and I got back what was rightfully mine. I'm Jordan Mitchell. I'm 36 years old. 4 years ago, my mother gave my sister our grandmother's beach house, cut me out completely, told me I got nothing. When my sister tried to refinance, a title search revealed the truth. Mom had forged my signature, backdated my grandmother's will, used a fake notary, committed fraud. She'd been stealing from family for years, not just from me, from my father, my uncle, anyone whose estate she could manipulate. She's in prison now, 6 years. And I have my inheritance, my share of the beach house, my share of Dad's property, everything that was stolen from me. Some family members think I was too harsh, that I should have protected Mom instead of reporting her. But I chose truth over loyalty, justice over family secrets, my own future over protecting a criminal. If someone in your family steals from you, remember this. Blood doesn't give them the right to fraud, love doesn't excuse theft, and loyalty should never mean letting crimes go unpunished. Stand up for yourself, even if it means sending your own mother to prison. Even if family calls you cold, even if it destroys relationships, because living with stolen property built on lies is worse than losing family who never valued you anyway. The beach house is mine now, legally, fairly, the way Grandma wanted, and every time I stand on that deck, I remember. I stood up, I fought back, and I won. Thank you so much for watching. If this story touched your heart, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Your support truly means the world to me. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. I love reading every single one of them. Each comment inspires me to keep creating stories for you. See you next time.